A pleasant morning to one and all present here. Today, we have gathered here to celebrate the Silver Jubilee celebrations of our school. The School of Management today stands proudly as one of the staunch pillars of Shastra Deemed University, having completed its 25 years of existence. It is the time to celebrate our past, committing to the present, to create a sustainable future through academic, research, and extracurricular activities. We are very proud to be a part of this School of Management family. Thus, let us cherish this milestone achievement of the school by being a part of this Silver Jubilee celebration. Prayer is a great tower of strength, a pillar of unending righteousness, mighty force that moves mountains and saves souls. Let us get invoked by this prayer song, rather a benediction composed in Sanskrit, depicting the spirits of universal brotherhood and peace. I invite Ms. S. Supraja and R. Srinidhi of 2nd BFSI to render the prayer song.
मैत्रीं भजत अखिलः जेत्रीं मैत्रीं भजत अखिलः जेत्रीं आत्मवदेव परानपि पश्यत आत्मवदेव परानपि पश्यत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत त्यजत परेष्वक्रममाक्रमणम् त्यजत परेष्वक्रममाक्रमणम् मैत्रीं भजत अखिलः जेत्रीं मैत्रीं भजत अखिलः जेत्रीं जननी पृथ्वी कामदुःखास्ते जननी पृथ्वी कामदुःखास्ते जनको देवः सकलदयालु जनको देवः सकलदयालु नाम्यत दाता दयत्वं जनता दाम्यत दाता दयत्वं जनता श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां.
Thank you, girls, for the soulful rendition. Now it is time to move on. Leaders become great not because of their power, but because of their ability to empower others. Here we have a person whose contributions have left an indelible mark on School of Management's success. I now request Dr. S. Selva Bhaskar, Professor, School of Management, to welcome this august gathering.
Distinguished guests on the dais, Dean and faculty colleagues of SOM, former faculty members of SOM, deans and faculty members from other schools of Shastra, alumni and student friends. A happy morning to all. I feel privileged in welcoming you all to this momentous occasion the valedictory function of the Silver Jubilee celebrations of School of Management, Shastra Deemed University. Today, School of Management stands proud as one of the prominent schools of Shastra. And I would say this achievement is due to the guidance and visionary management's support. In fact, it is the teamwork of all the faculty members and students which has brought us here today. I would like to inform you that if School of Management has assumed such a distinctive form, we must acknowledge the support, directions, and motivation provided by our management, which laid the platform for us to perform and transform. 25 is not just a count. In fact, it is filled with countless number of challenges, efforts, and milestones. On behalf of Shastra School of Management and my personal behalf, I welcome the chief guest of today's valedictory function, Dr. Subramani Ramakrishnan, Vice President, Technology Centers of UPS in India. The chief guest himself has celebrated his 25 years of service at IBM last year only. So I think he has a perfect fit to be the chief guest for this valedictory function. We are also delighted by the presence of our registrar, Professor R. Chandramouli, who has been part of our progress all through. Welcome you, sir. It is a notable and joyous happening that the Silver Jubilee celebrations of School of Management was inaugurated in the presence of our beloved Dean Planning and Development, Professor S. Swaminathan last year. And today, for valediction also, we are very much happy with your presence, sir. With profound gratitude, I welcome you, sir. I extend my warm welcome to deans and faculty members and former faculty members of School of Management. And my warm welcome to our beloved Dean, Professor V. Badrinath, faculty colleagues from SOM, alumni, students of School of Management. As we look back at the achievements of the past 25 years, let's also look forward with hope and enthusiasm to a new beginning of another 25 years that await a golden jubilee celebration. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Have a pleasant day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your crisp welcome address. Great leaders don't set out to be a leader. They set out to make a difference. It is never about the role, always about the goal. I take privilege in inviting Dr. V. Badrinath, Dean, School of Management and Corporate Relations, a true epitome of great leader, to render the presidential address.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Subramani Ramakrishnan, the Vice President of UPS, Honorable Registrar, respectable Dean, Planning Development, my senior colleagues, professors from School of Management, former and current colleagues from School of Management, faculty members from other departments, students and alumni. On my behalf also, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to everyone who are present here for this valedictory function of this Silver Jubilee of School of Management. I don't know whether I should spend more time in sharing our achievements. This is a day of celebration as well as a way of thanksgiving to people who have helped us to progress to this level. I'm just making a small attempt. I don't know how successful I will be in next 10 minutes to share what we did in last 25 years. In fact, we have captured all our past achievements and activities in the form of a souvenir, which we are going to release today. I would like to share a happy news and information that there are departments which have started in the 1984 itself, 39-year-old. But ours is the School of Management, only school, the first school in Shastra University to celebrate the Silver Jubilee. We are taking the privilege. Thanks to our Chancellor, Vice Chancellor and Dean Planning for all their support for sanctioning funds and also all the moral support for conducting this 1 year celebration at School of Management. So if you trace back the history of School of Management, in 1998, it was started as a Department of Management Studies, DOMS. Initially, it was started as a Department of Management Studies in 1998. In 2001 only, Shanmugha Engineering College becomes Shastra University. So the department has converted into School of Management. From department, it has become a School of Management from 2001. And totally now we have completed 25 years of our service to the society. And we made an organic growth year on year. We are making a lot of progress. And I had the privilege, thanks to our Chancellor, for giving me this opportunity to serve as the Dean. And I have the honor of being the longest serving Dean of more than 10 years in the School of Management. Thanks to God and thanks to Chancellor, Vice Chancellor and Dean Planning for giving me this wonderful opportunity to lead this wonderful team also. I just want to quickly give some snapshots. You may all wonder as to why we have to have a celebration today, what we achieved to celebrate. So let me quickly tell you that during this, I have the data of last 15 years, my tenure only 10-15 years. I have tried to capture as much as possible. From a single-digit research paper, now Shastra School of Management have published 316 research papers in the international management journals. Kindly reserve your clap till the end. Keep it, you can do it at the end. You can give a loud applause. 316 research papers have been published in the reputed international management journals by all our faculty. 42 case studies have been published through Case Center of UK. And we introduced new admission policy in scrutinizing the best candidate for entry into. We conducted a entrance examination, group discussion, and then we are selecting best possible candidates for our admission also. We introduced new pedagogy of using case study and so many other market surveys, simulation, all those pedagogical changes also we brought in the last 15 years. And also we have undertaken projects worth 14.89 crore worthable funded projects from 20 funding agencies we have carried out in the last 25 years. 22 scholars awarded PhD through School of Management, which include 2 IAS officers of Tamil Nadu state also. And currently 18 candidates are pursuing PhD in full-time and part-time in School of Management. Our faculty members have written 27, chapters in 27 books so far. We have undertaken 3 consultancy projects. I remember when I took over the Dean of School of Management as well as training and placement of Shastra, our School of Management placements was less than 25%. I'm happy to say now we are able to do 75 to 85% placements are now happening in School of Management. For the Silver Jubilee, I told the seniors that I will see that everyone carries a job. As I promised, I made 100% placement for the 2023 pass out students also. So we made a big progress in placements, and we conducted so far 7 international conferences, 8 national seminars and conclaves, 100+ corporate guest lectures have been done, 60+ programs conducted under CUB Kalam Center for Development Studies, which we established in the name of Dr. Abdul Kalam. Our City Union Bank has donated ₹50 lakhs as corpus fund to the School of Management to set up a Center for Development Studies, under which we did 60 programs so far. And we conducted 13 management meet, MBA students meet, national meet at our School of Management. Similarly, 13 state level meets were organized for BCom students. And 2 of our students have won 2 years consecutively School of Management. I'm saying all these things. 2 of our students group won the Chief Minister Award in the Tamil Nadu State Innovation Contest conducted by the EDII. 2 of our students, 2 continuous years, they got the State CM Award also. And School of Management has been declared as the hub of EDII activities of Government of Tamil Nadu. We got the approval. And now we are coordinating. I'm the hub coordinator for past 6 years. 38 colleges we are coordinating for entrepreneurship and innovation promotion for the last 6 years. Through this entrepreneurship development, development program at Shastra, so far we trained 1,001 teachers of various colleges. 29,378 students of 38 colleges also trained in last 6 years in this campus. And in the year 2016, when the new NIRF ranking concept was introduced, We applied and we have secured 44th position at national level. Our School of Management has secured 44th position at the national level. And we also got TCS accreditation from Tata Consultancy Services, or one of the best B school in Tamil Nadu for placement and other collaboration with the TCS. And in the year 2018, our faculty members research publication brought us to 4th position in Tamil Nadu among the research publication of B schools in Tamil Nadu state also. We also won Hindustan Unilever and Divang Mehta Best B School Award at national level. And we had a agreement with the University of Cologne. I went to thanks to Vice Chancellor and the Vice Chancellor, giving me an opportunity to visit Germany. I made an MOU with the University of Cologne, Germany. We exchanged students between Sastra and the University of Cologne of Germany. And also we sent 2 batches of students for 1 semester to University of Windsor, Canada. And 1 student has went to University of Plymouth of UK also, one Mr. Rajkumar that time. So a lot of things were happening. We introduced ICWA coaching in Sastra University and School of Management. We introduced CA coaching also. You know, from this year, first year BCom, introduced CA coaching. And we introduced CEO club, students who are aspiring to become future CEO. We have started a CEO club also here. So, and also CA coaching center established in our Kumbakonam, our commerce department is there in Kumbakonam. That's also part of School of Management. And we have established a CA coaching facility for our students in Kumbakonam, for outsiders also. And very many things happened in the last 15 years. I'm just giving only a snapshot, which you can read it in the Silver Jubilee souvenir I have captured. And coming to the Silver Jubilee celebration for the last 1 year, today is the culmination of all our activities. In fact, we want to do this function 2, 3, 4 months before itself. When I met our Vice Chancellor, discuss about this valediction, he said, please wait. Our friend Dr. Subbu is becoming the Vice President of UPS. Once he assumes the office, then we will have the celebration. We will invite him as our chief guest. Dr. Subbu is very, very close to our heart, to Sastra University, and he has helped a lot. I'll tell about that at the end. And coming to the Silver Jubilee celebration activities for the last 1 year, and we have conducted 1 international conference on the eve of Silver Jubilee. We conducted 1 national conclave on Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam G20 theme of India. And 25 corporate leaders were invited in the last 25. In the 1 year alone, 25 leaders came and delivered lecture. Considering 25 years of service, we brought 25 guest lectures. And today we are going to release a booklet with the 25 business case studies written by 25 professors of our School of Management and research scholars. And our 3 faculty members take an initiative to train 25 hours of free data analytics training. Dr. Suganti and the team has conducted a free training program on data analytics to students of BCom. And we have undertaken 25 community welfare projects in the nearby villages in the last 1 year through our students also. Above all, the crowning glory of the Silver Jubilee celebration, I would say a mega achievement we made is, for the first time, we organized a mega job fair. Actually, when I conceived the idea, I said only BCom BBA students should be invited. But actually, many other department people also came. We invited only Trichy, Tanjore, but entire Tamil Nadu jobless people, job seekers have come. 287 unemployed people participated in the one-day job fair, and 50 companies participated in the one-day job fair program organized by School of Management. 696 unemployed got job offer on the stage. I only distributed the same stage. 992 candidates were selected for the final round of interview by these 50 companies also. So we are releasing a Silver Jubilee souvenir mentioning all these past activities and achievements. And we also, for the first time, conducted a Silver Jubilee alumni meet. Right from the first batch to latest batch, students came. Even people came from other countries also. Our students are there in UK, USA, in various countries. Our School of Management, our alumni are there. And more than 300 alumni came for the first time for an alumni function organized on the Silver Jubilee. And also today we are going to give away scholarship to 50 students who are academically very meritorious, who are having minimum 80% marks consistently in their past and present studies, but they need some financial support. For them, one of my friend, a donor, initially gave 1 lakh rupees for me to give it to any BCom or MBA student, which we created a fund here. And again, he said, I want to give another 2 lakhs rupees. You can use it for a good cause. So today I'm using the 2 lakhs to distribute 4,000 rupees scholarship to 50 students selected by our faculty team. And 25 alumni were asked to guide the current 25 BCom students as a mentoring by alumni. So alumni buddy scheme, that is also we introduced. So these are all some of the things that we did during this Silver Jubilee. Now you can give a big round of applause. And by the way, thank you. I always believe that as a HR professor who teach motivation, even yesterday I was teaching about motivation in our first MBA class. See, motivation, self-motivation, motivating others, this will energize the team to perform better and better. This celebration is a form of motivating ourselves to encourage people who have contributed. I'm going to thank all my 25 colleagues who have in the past and present colleagues who have helped us to grow what we are today. From a department with some 2-digit students, now we have grown like anything. And today, School of Management has grown in a big way in last 25 years. Here around 740 students are studying in Tanjavur campus, and in Kumbakonam campus, we have around 900 students are studying BCom BBA program in SRC Kumbakonam. Our newly started Kumbakonam Chennai campus, we have 200 students. So roughly around 1,900 students, it has become from two-digit number. Now we have grown to 1,900 students School of Management. Similarly, 1,800 students currently studying in online programs of School of Management also. We are offering BCom, BBA, MBA through online program. Even we have students in South Africa also who are studying, who have joined our program also. So BCom, BBA program. So we have grown leaps and to the best possible way in the last 25 years. So I would like to end my speech. Before I end my speech, I would like to thank our Honorable Chancellor, whose social entrepreneurial idea, one man's idea. Daily, I used to tell all my visiting guests who are coming for campus placements and for the corporate relation. I used to say, if a single man thinks, the thought can blossom into a great wonder. Our Professor Sethuraman sir, our Chancellor's thought, why not we start a college and do something for this Tanjavur? As a Tanjurian, he felt so. His one social entrepreneurial idea now is helping 13,000 students are now studying in full-time program. Several thousand students are studying in online program. Imagine in 39 years, how many people are graduated. Sir, the social transformation, he is a revolutionist. I can say that he is a social revolutionist, not a chancellor of Shastra. One single man's idea transformed several thousand lives. Here we admit students only on merit, not by recommendation, not by donation or something. Here is the place where the merit is the only password to open our gates, because of which students who are not economically sound but they are meritorious are honored at Shastra University. Imagine 39 years, how many thousand students graduated from Shastra. Many of them belong to, I know personally, many families, they are all from middle class or lower middle class family. This family now, we are able to get 80-85% placement for our students. So all these students entering here and they're going with the appointment order, and their families are getting transformed. So one man's idea has blossomed into such a great banyan tree. Not only 15,000 students are studying, 1,200 employees are currently directly working here. And also several thousand people indirectly benefited, right from bus, hotels, personal lodges, canteen. Imagine because of this institution, how many people indirectly are benefited. So one good idea can blossom into a big success. So very big round of applause to our Chancellor, founder of this university, for all his wonderful idea. I also thank our Vice Chancellor, our young dynamic leader, Dr. S. Vaidya Subramaniam sir, who is also our prestigious professor of our School of Management also. And his ideas, his strategies, his guidance are continuously helping us to grow. Every part I used to consult him. Every small move that I make, I used to consult him, and he used to give a brilliant ideas. So thanks to our Vice Chancellor for all his support to the School of Management. And also, I must recognize that our Dean, Dr. S. Swaminathan, before I thank him, I would like to say that in the recent announcement, he has been declared as one of the 2% of top scientists of the world in the world of nanotechnology, and a recipient of 2 national awards also. It is his leadership, it is his brilliant ideas has made Shastra from a teaching university into a research university. A lot of research works are happening in Shastra. He is piloting, he is leading the whole team of entire research, securing funds from different agencies and ensuring that the funds are being properly administered and successfully projects are carried out. More than 100 crore worthable projects completed. Currently, more than 100 crore worthable research projects are happening. More than 500 research scholars are working in different areas. And he is guiding, he is the guiding spirit behind the whole thing. More than Shastra, I would like to say that, I don't know whether Dr. Swaminathan remembers, but we all remember, I remember personally. And I remember when 2008 or 9, our School of Management publication was not even 5. And he had one meeting in the School of Biotechnology Auditorium, Jana Chaitanya, which we all attended, senior teachers. By the time he said the School of Management also should come up in publishing more number of papers and secure funded projects and all. And from then we have woken up and then we started pushing it. Now we made 300 plus publication. Whatever we did in the publication, the whole credit goes to Dr. S. Swaminathan because his motivation, he made us, it is he who advised us to take it seriously, this publication, and we made it. So special thanks to him for all his support. And also I thank our registrar, very silent, but a concrete person who is helping in every aspect of our growth. So special thanks to our honorable registrar, who is also a great scientist, great teacher also. So I thank everyone. I don't know, the list is very endless. I thank all my wonderful colleagues. It's a clear teamwork. The whole success, whatever I said, the 25 years achievement, it is not because of a single person. It is not possible also. Institution of like this, even a small department, without the support of the employees, colleagues, as a HR teacher, we say every day in the classroom, it is the employees who can make or mark and can make or break an organization. If they decide, they can convert. I remember in my PhD thesis, very first line I said, success of an organization does not depend on sky-high buildings, not in the sprawling acres of land, not in Parton CPM technique, not in air-conditioned rooms, but rather motivated employees only who can make the organization very successful. Shastra's success is not because of only infrastructure. The excellent professors that we have in Shastra University and School of Management also blessed with the very 25 senior faculty members. A big round of applause to faculty members for their wonderful contribution. That includes, I also take this opportunity to thank all our former deans. Dr. Vaijayanti is here, or Dr. Vijayaraghavan, all the former colleagues, professors, everyone contributed for whatever I said, the achievement also. And we have grown as to what we are today. And okay, so coming to our guest, we have Dr. Subramanian Ramakrishnan. Formal introduction will be done by Dr. Vijay Banu. He is very, very dear to us. He's not a newcomer to our Shastra. For more than 10 years, he has visited to Shastra for hiring our students for IBM. He was a former director, national head of the IBM India director, in charge of deployment of the recruited people across the country and world. He used to deploy the selected candidates. And I know the amount of help he has done. I still remember whenever he came for hiring at Shastra, he used to say that ask students to clear the written test. When they come to interview, we can help you. I remember even he gave 100 to 100% results also. When 73 students come to final round, he selects all the 73 of Shastra students for IBM. That much he has a confidence in the quality of students, Shastra students also. And he has done a lot of things. I remember in 1 or 2 occasions, IBM said, we don't want to come this year for hiring and all. Invariably, I used to call Dr. Subbu sir. He immediately called the leadership in IBM and say, no, you cannot ignore Shastra. They are the leading institution. After Dr. Subbu's intervention, IBM, even they changed the idea and they visited Shastra few times and they conducted the process. Sir, a big thanks to Dr. Subbu sir for all his support and help. Now he is the vice president of UPS. I don't know how many of you are aware. He's one of the Fortune 500 companies of the world, which is the largest courier and a shipping company in the world with 5 lakhs or employees, 1 lakh. More than 5 lakhs employees are working in this organization. We were just now saying that at least in any point of time, 500 flights all over the world are flying from UPS to ship from things from one country to another, from one place to another. More than 1,40,000 drivers are working. That's a big, huge organization with $100 billion as a revenue and 11.55 billion as the net income for this company alone. And he has now recently taken over the vice president and the national head of India also. So congratulations on your new assignment. I'm sure that not only when you are in IBM, UPS means uninterrupted power supply, and you can supply the energy and enthusiasm and the same support through UPS also to Shastra University. Will be waiting for that. So I thank everyone for all your support and help. And okay, I have done. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. I thank everyone, teaching, non-teaching, other department, faculty, colleagues, everybody helped. So ஒரு ஆர்கனைசேஷன் ஜெயிக்கணும்னா அது ஒரு தனி மனிதனால முடியாது. எவ்வளவு பெரிய கில்லாடியா இருந்தாலும் சரி, மேனேஜ்மெண்ட்ல we used to say in the first alphabet class, believe in teamwork. I believe in teamwork. It is my team has made all these successful. This includes you people also. You can give applause for yourself. It is the students who brought in the intercollegiate, they brought awards and honors to us. எல்லாம் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. So I thank every one of you, every individual in this year who contributed for School of Management success. I thank every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the wonderful recap, overview of the activities conducted by the School of Management during the Silver Jubilee year. Now, let us have a person with the right blend of academic and research profess. I now invite Dr. C. Vijayabhanu, Professor, School of Management, to formally introduce the guest speaker for the day, Dr. Subramani Ramakrishnan, Vice President, UPS India Technology Center, Chennai.
Happy morning to one and all. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Subramani Ramakrishnan, popularly known as Subbu Sir, who currently holds the position of Vice President at UPS Technology Centers in India. With a great career span of over 25 years in various multinational corporations, Subbu Sir's extensive experience is valuable asset in his role. A notable milestone in his professional career includes his role as a director at IBM India, during which he headed major global projects, played a key role in implementing quality certification procedures, and made significant contribution to IBM's digital transformation efforts. Subbu Sir's academic background includes bachelor's in engineering from University of Madras, post-graduation management from IIM Bangalore, MBA in finance, and master's degree in psychology from Indira Gandhi National Open University, and doctorate in crowdsourcing in information technology from Nurul Islam University. Apart from his professional achievement, Subbu Sir actively participates in academia as adjunct faculty member, as an author in best-selling book Shape It, and advised for some of the most leading corporations. He has shown keen interest in historical exploration, passion for Tamil literature, and enjoy mentoring as a number of students and faculty colleagues. Sastra University and School of Management extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Welcome.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that wonderful intro. It is indeed the right time to honor the distinguished panel of guests on the dais. I now request Dr. V. Badrinath, Dean, School of Management, to honor the chief guest for the day, Dr. Subramani Ramakrishnan, Vice President, UPS India Technology Center, Chennai. Thank you, sir. I now invite Dr. R. Ranganathan, Professor, a veteran in School of Management, to do the honors for Dr. S. Swaminathan, Dean, Planning and Development, Shastra Deemed University. Thank you, sir. I now call upon Dr. V. Srinivasakumar, Professor, School of Management, to honor Dr. R. Chandramouli, Registrar, Shastra Deemed University. Thank you, sir. I now request the distinguished chief guest for the day, Dr. Subramani Ramakrishnan, Vice President, UPS India Technology Center, Chennai, to render the valedictory address for the Silver Jubilee celebration by sharing his rich experience in the field of logistics. Over to you, sir.
Very good morning to all of you. Good. And ஒரு ராகத்தோட good morning சொன்னாதான் ஒரு college environment வரும். Thank you. Thanks for having me here, and my sincere thanks and gratitude, to Shastra Management for having me here, right from Swaminathan sir, Badrinath sir, Registrar sir, and everyone. So it's a bit nostalgic for me to come to Shastra. My first visit to Shastra was sometime in the year 1995 as a student. Okay, so as an engineering college student, இப்போ சொல்லாதீங்க சார் நாங்கெல்லாம் அப்போ பிறக்கவே இல்லை அப்படின்லாம் சொல்லாதீங்க. Okay, so makes us feel old. But anyway, so brainwave ஒரு symposium நடக்கும். I think in ECE department. So அப்போ paper present பண்றதுக்கு as a student I came. That was my first visit to Shanmuga College of Engineering at that time. Right. So from there on, and another thing also I should record here. I'm not yet fortunate to be an alumni of Shastra. Maybe at some point of time I will do a course here. Because right now I'm pursuing Tamil literature. Maybe after that I'll think of. But my sincere gratitude to this department specifically. Vijay Banu madam, I hope you remember. I went to this Nurul Islam University, which is in my native. So the dean and the vice chancellor said, "This anyway you are native. You enrolled for a PhD program. At least you will keep coming." I enrolled, but then I didn't know how to proceed with it. Then I came to our MBA department. Okay, so if there is anybody whom I can give credit for my PhD, it is this department. Okay, so my sincere thanks to all the guidance, and they have been with every step. And I remember Anushan sir, thank you madam, and Anushan sir who helped me with statistical analysis at that time. And then I needed some publications and all that. So then Badri sir said, international conferencing, why don't you present a paper here and all that, and he guided me. So a lot of bonding here for me personally with this department, if I can say. Okay, so thank you for having me here. And it's very impressive to see this room. There was a recent bill government passed. What was that? They had a special session of parliament and they passed a bill, no? Reservation bill, right? I don't think you need any reservation looking at the audience here. Probably the men may need some reservation here. So they are about, no, don't get me wrong here, but if you look at it, the men are around 30% here in this room, at least, right? So really, this goes a long way, because this is not just a number for us, Okay. Okay. So because today that is the normal thing, right? If 50-50 is the population, our sampling should also be representative of that, right? Wherever we go. So that is one of the reason. Sometimes, the companies, they do explicitly women drive and all that. So some of these we are intentionally doing because we need to get our statistics right, because our sample that we have in our company is not representative of the population. So we are just trying to make some corrections. So that's where you will see sometimes, some companies do exclusive diversity events. But diversity, these days we have moved beyond gender diversity. Today at workplace, we have generational diversity. So as MBA students, when you enter the workforce, this diversity, equity, and inclusion, these are three big things. And now that most of the corporates are closer to that, gender equity, our policies are becoming gender neutral also. This is another name that you will hear. You won't have any exclusive policies for women anymore. Any policy that we make are uniform across, for men and women and things of that sort. But anyway, that's aside. But since I saw this crowd, I thought I should make that point. And kudos to all the ladies, and wish you all the best, as you move on. Right. And it was impressive to hear about the various programs that Badrinath sir said, on, making you industry ready is one part. Then coming up with, specialization for the banking industry, because that is one of the major recruiters for B school, right? So some of the programs that they have built around it. And another thing particularly for the BCom students and all, the CA, ICWA programs. So those are all very interesting things. So that clearly shows the campus is not just interested in churning out graduates, but making them industry ready, making them employable, right? And things of that sort. So that's really nice. So let me share just 3 points with you, okay? Because I don't think we can remember more than that. So 3 things I would like to share. The first thing is, MBA students or the management school students, have a distinct advantage over the engineers. Okay, because I did my engineering, I also did my MBA, a couple of them. So the reason I'm saying is not because I am here, okay? So don't get me wrong. Engineering but there also I will say the same thing, because if you look at it, who is an engineer? just visualize a square. This is an example I keep giving. If you visualize a square has how many corners? 4 corners, right? So the first corner is science, then technology, then society, and nature. Science, nature. The science has a lot of theories. Technology has a lot of tools. Nature has a lot of resources. And society has needs and problems. Right? So you have to see the engineer is at the center. Right? As an engineer, when you visit, and I hope some of you get a chance to visit ASK and incubator and all of that, right? Because you play a vital link in connecting what the engineers produce with the market. Okay. So an engineer is at the center. He borrows theory from science, tools from technology, resources from nature, and tries to come up with a solution to solve the society's needs. So that is the role of an engineer. But an engineer is so fascinated with just this. Why do, if we have 1,000 startups, I don't know the statistics, but hardly, the numbers that succeed are very few, right? Many of us have brilliant ideas. Why are we not able to make it commercialized, make it scalable? Is an engineer may or may not have a 360-degree view of, taking this and making it as a viable product and as a successful venture. You need to know a bit of finance. You need to know a bit of marketing. You need to know a bit of people. This guy is so fascinated by the technology, and that's what a problem, where technically superior products, that we have are not able to make it to the market or be successful, right? So that's the vital role that you can play. So as MBAs, the good advantage is, we keep saying wise are people who learn from their mistakes, right? But wiser are those who learn from others' mistakes. Right? And B School precisely does that through case studies. You will exactly know what companies did, what went wrong, and all of that. With all those wisdom, that you can gather from the various case studies, right? You become wiser. So leverage all of these, as students when you are here on these case studies. And then the MBA is also about connecting the dots. In the industry, in the problem, in the solution, can I apply it elsewhere? Right? So it's all about seeing patterns and connecting the dots. That's where, the power of an MBA comes, So you have a very responsible role, and you can have an impactful role. It all depends on how we make it. Right? So that's the first point I would like to share, where you have a distinct edge, or a distinct value. Let me tell you, a distinct value that you bring to the table as B School students. Okay. And that is what we expect. So that is the first one. The second is, when you do all of this, okay, the value system is something that, almost all corporates, hold it very high. And that is something in the value system, in the moral science, classroom session, right? That's what they say. It takes a village to grow a child. We will be saying something, but if we are doing something else, you will say, sir, you won't believe in what we are saying, correct? So that is where I think, the value system has to be very, the moral compass should be high, and, integrity. And that way I like, this grooming that you have in the campus. Like, I don't think there is any other academic institution in the country or in the world which can, outrightly say, think merit, think transparency. Right? I don't know how many of you follow articles written by your vice chancellor, express ratings. Do you read? Huh? National test, each, and this is a big scam actually. I don't know. I'm not saying because I'm in this campus, but as a parent now, okay, when I went through my son's admission, the number of applications that you have to buy, the number of entrance tests that people have to write, we go crazy actually, right? So it's a large system, and the issue that we have is humongous. But express ratings, I was lucky to get 2 volumes of express rating as well. But every time he writes something, he shares, right? We have a common group and all of that. So very interesting writings, and I would encourage you to read those and other things in that. So you have been groomed in a strong value system, I would say. So cherish these values, okay? Because every corporate, you look at it. I don't want to name companies, but there was a large IT company which I don't know whether they were true to their name. The name was right. So பேர் ஒண்ணு நடந்தது ஒண்ணு அது வேற விஷயம். Okay, but see, I mean, and the answer they were giving was இது வந்து the person who is riding a tiger and you can't get down on the tiger. இது சும்மா ஏதோ கதையெல்லாம் சொல்றாங்க, right? So or Enron, and globally you see, you fudge the books, you cheat the system, you can't survive, right? So even though globally they are trying to improvise the standards and all of that. So my thought process is, as B school students, you will be getting into some responsible roles, right, in the corporation. You will be, future CFOs, COOs, and all of that, right? CMOs, Chief Marketing Officer, right? You will have a lot of responsibilities, and please ensure that the value system that you have been groomed here, carry it forward, right? And I'm sure each one of you have a great value system at home as well, right? So please carry it forward and carry it into the corporate. If you see something, and whistleblowers are most welcome in all the corporates, right? If you see something wrong, don't be a bystander and let it pass. Okay. So the second point I would like to share is, as you get into the corporate, please uphold the value system. The third and most important thing, it's more personal, which is having a sense of gratitude. Okay, so have a sense of gratitude. So Badri sir said about your chancellor's vision, right? A one man's vision to do something to this park. So imagine most of the colleges are in Chennai, right? And most of the population is also in Chennai, right? But this campus coming here, has done a lot to the ecosystem and to the people in and around this area, right? And the kind of employment opportunities it has created, the kind of learning opportunities it has created for you. So my request to you is, you owe a responsibility back to your alma mater. Okay. So I'm happy that some of the seniors mentored the juniors. You also have that responsibility. So have that sense of gratitude, not just towards the campus, because when you have it towards the campus, it's not just the campus and the juniors benefits. You can also benefit. Okay. In the industry, if you have a consultancy project, you have to do something, you can tap into the research and the student and the faculty power that you have here, right? You can even pursue your PhD here, right? When you are connected back, right? So there is a win-win and a mutual benefit when you are staying in touch with the campus. And the gratitude also extends to our neighborhood, our community, and more importantly, our parents. Okay, so please ensure that you take care of your parents, elders at home, because this is an age where you will transition, you will start standing on your own legs, and all of us go through this. Okay, and all that parents require is, now of course you may be connected or whatever, but once you go into the job, please ensure that you make a phone call every day, right? These days, making phone call is not very difficult. At least when I joined my work, we used to knock the STD booth before 6 o'clock. Okay, because the tariff was lower. Okay, so அந்த மாதிரிலாம் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தோம். இப்போ அதெல்லாம் ஒண்ணுமே இல்லை. So you have lifetime free, right? So the numbers and the call that I don't know whose lifetime it is, my lifetime or cell phone's lifetime, or sometimes even the service providers disappear, right? I don't know whose lifetime, but lifetime free la irukku. So you can't give any excuses. So please be in touch with your family members, parents more specifically, alma mater. This gratitude goes a long way and it pays back. Okay, so those were the three things I had. So as MBAs, you bring in a distinct value more than an engineer. Okay, please remember that and deliver it with pride, right? The second is the value system, right? Cherish that and uphold it. And the third, the sense of gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable insights, stressing on the uniqueness of MBA. On behalf of students, I assure you that we will uphold the value system and we'll have a sense of gratitude. Thank you again. Now, it is time to showcase the various activities organized during the Silver Jubilee year. The right start would be to mention about the souvenir. It is time to unfurl the sweet memories of the past 25 years of academic, research, and community outreach activities of the school through the release of the souvenir. It is a compendium of 92 pages which reflects and features all the wonderful moments put together to achieve this milestone. I take this opportunity to thank all the faculty members and students who contributed towards this. On this August occasion, I now request the Honorable Chief Guest for the day, Dr. Subramani Ramakrishnan, Vice President, UPS India Technology Center, Chennai, to release the souvenir. I also request Dr. S. Swaminathan, Dean Planning and Development, Shastra Deemed University, to receive the first copy of the souvenir. Thank you, sirs, for doing the honor. The next to highlight would be the case study booklet, a collection of 25 case articles written by the faculty members and research scholars of School of Management under the broad theme of Insights in Action, exploring real-world scenarios through case studies in the new normal. I request the chief guest to release the case study booklet, and I also request Dr. R. Chandramouli, Registrar, Shastra Deemed University, to receive the first copy of the booklet. The very term case study brings to our mind the incessant gentle reminders of one person who coordinated and made it happen even before the deadline. Give a big round of applause to Dr. R. Gayatri, the coordinator, and her team for making this happen. Thank you, sirs, again. The Silver Jubilee also paved the way of sensing the philanthropic side of SOM. The philanthropic seed originated from a close friend of Dean Sir, an anonymous donor who wanted to disperse a lump sum to the deserving students. The School of Management explored this opportunity and a scholarship scheme was floated by the school. The total number of students who applied for the scholarship were 275, based on the criteria of more than 85% and income less than 1,20,000. 50 students were shortlisted by the senior faculty members, and an amount of Rupees 4,000 per head is to be given as scholarship amount. Now we have a wonderful professor, a veteran who is a living testament to the power of unwavering determination and the audacity to chase one's dreams. Yes, you have guessed it right. I request Dr. R. Amuda, Associate Professor, to call out the names of the deserving students. I request Dr. S. Swaminathan, Dean Planning and Development, Shastra Deemed University, to give away the scholarship checks to the beneficiaries.
Thank you, ma'am. I shall now read out the list. Students, please come and receive it. Abhinaya Sundari. Sorry, it's Abhinaya Sundari. Bhuvaneshwari. Dashni. Dikshita. Kanishkar. Puhan. Ritika. Shanmati. Sivashankari, Sweta, Tamil Kavya, Yoga, Gautam, Janani, Losini, Muthu Alamelu, Pranav, Dhanvandraj, Saroranjani, Sarveshwaran, Saundarya Ratna, Sureka, Thirukodishwaran, Vijita, Vishwam, Nagalakshmi, Niveta, Patipa, Sital, Sridevi, Sweta V, Sweta N, Ramji, Sahana, Akalya, Tanusya, Varsha, Arundhati, Hari Prakash, Preeti, Sona, Vaibhava Lakshmi, Bharanidharan, Shalini, Sujita, Nityashri, Lakshmi Priya, and Umayya. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir and ma'am, for playing your part. Let us now talk about another significant accomplishment achieved during the Silver Jubilee year. We all commemorate it as Disha, meaning direction or guiding light, a short-term training program on business analytics for 25 hours to the volunteer students of second-year undergraduate degree of BCom and BFSI, currently in the final year. It is the brainchild of Dr. Suganti, fondly called as the data analytics professor. She, along with her team comprising Dr. Alamelu, Dr. Jayanti, Dr. Teresa, and myself, rendered valuable inputs on the application of Excel in data analytics, R programming, and Power BI. Give them a big hand for their volunteership and efforts to giving something extra to the community. I now request Dr. V. Srinivasa Kumar, another analytics professor of SOM, to read out the names of the meritorious students. I request the registrar, Dr. R. Chandramouli, to distribute the certificates.
Ritika D, Rajeshwari P, Ganesh V, Aparna V, Abhinaya M, Amritavarshini, Akshaya Sundar, Danuja, Gayatri Devi, Jesurita, Lakshmi Sri, Pranesh, Gomati M, Nandita Sri, Niveda, Pratipa P, Nitish Kumar, Shakti, Sweta, Subhashri, Swarna Lakshmi, Umayal CT, Vignesh R, Abdul Kalik, Aditya Narayana, Bhuvaneshwari M, Bhuvaneshwari A, Harini S, Harisri BR, Harita, Nityasri, Praveena, Shri Bharati, Sitika, Shri Shilpa, Wasim Akram. Thank you.
Thank you, sirs. It is indeed the right time to honor the faculty members of School of Management who are not only responsible for the academic instruction, but also for nurturing the intellectual, emotional, and ethical development of the students, making their role indispensable in the growth and progress of the school and in turn the university. I take privilege in inviting the chief guest again for honoring all the teaching and the non-teaching faculty members of School of Management one by one. Let us start with the veteran amongst us. Can we have Dr. R. Amuda? A CMA with a rich experience of 26 years in School of Management, yet youthful, energetic, perseverant, a person with excellent documentation and writing skills to come onto the stage. Her teaching goes beyond textbooks, igniting the flames of resilience and boldness within us all. She was actively involved in the arrangement and coordination of alumni meet. Next to follow would be Dr. C. Vijayabanu, a professor with a reservoir of wisdom, a mentor and role model for the academic community. Next will be Dr. R. Ranganathan, a professor who imparts knowledge with the tenderness of a father. Now let us have Dr. Y. Jayanti, an ever-smiling, affectionate, and a true HR person. Leadership is not about being in charge, it is about taking care of those in your charge. She has an experience of 19 years with previously being the Dean for the School of Management. Now let us have a calm, composed, quiet, and untiring person who has contributed a lot to the SOM's growth. It is none other than Dr. Srinivasan onto the stage. Here comes a person who is very dynamic, energetic, a man who knows the nuances of getting things done by others, rather a perfect all-rounder. Any task to be completed as a team, he will always be there. A multitasking personality? Yes, it is none other than Dr. Vijayanand. A multifaceted personality, a great visionary, voracious reader, a profound speaker, effective communicator, hard taskmaster, a true transformational leader. What not? It is you. Now let us have Dr. Tyagarajan onto the stage. Hopefully Dr. Tyagarajan, with a student-friendly approach, he empowers each student to follow their dreams. Next onto the stage will be Dr. Balachandran. He is an auditor by profession, eligible for practice. His search for studies is incredible. Next onto the stage would be Dr. Selva Bhaskar. If perfectionism is an art, then this man is Picasso of it. Now I call upon Dr. V. Srinivasa, who always ignites the flame of curiosity, urging to explore new frontiers in the pursuit of learning. Next to follow would be Dr. R. Alamelu, a good soul by heart, a highly talented, multitasking person. Positive attitude plus persistent effort makes Alamelu Madam. Now can we have Dr. Surlivel sir onto the stage? His punctuality, next onto the stage will be Dr. V. Rangarajan. A professor with highest level of administrative skills. Next to follow would be Dr. Nalini. We are proud to have her as a flexible CIA coordinator. Next to follow would be Dr. Velavan sir. followed by Dr. R. Gayatri. Next to come onto the stage would be Dr. Nigama. Follow would be Dr. C. Teresa. Next is Dr. S. Dinesh, a truly remarkable professor who is a versatile and good in conducting the OL courses. Next, Dr. Shobna. Style is a reflection of your presence, energetic and persistent. Next, Dr. V. Arun Kumar, a man with passion as profession, who recognize the value of others in placement action and a friendly fellow colleague. Next, Dr. Jayanti. I have to pay tax, but I love to learn the tax because of you and your marvelous teaching. These are the words integrating in the minds of the students. Next, Dr. S. Ragini, the strong and happy lady with tough and ambitious goals to reach, a profound speaker and an empathetic person. Next, Dr. Sugandhi, the word of data analytics. You can think of Dr. Sugandhi, modesty, respect with the mark of faculty. Dr. Kartika, the symbol of politeness and being considerate, accommodative, and assertive at the same time. Mr. Amir Devalan, a senior colleague with a deep, genuine sincerity in his action, his presence from application, admission to award is none other than Mr. Velan. Now, can we have on the stage Mr. Mohan Ram, energetic, extending help. Your contribution in CIA team is always applauded. And now can we have Mr. Mohan Raj, polite in nature, positive in action, omnipresent in all labs. Thank you, sir.
Can we have the scholars on stage now? Mr. Guhan, Mr. Jardarji, Mr. Martin, Mr. Arunachalam, Mr. Arjun, Kartik Ram, Surya Balaji, Rajagopal, Shekarini, Harita, and Guru Lakshmi.
Thank you so much, sir. Panel of guests on the dais. Thank you so much. We have amidst us a forward thinker who shapes the university's strategic direction with excellent planning, a dedicated supporter of research and scholarly endeavors, a perfect man of action. Yes, I am talking about Dr. S. Swaminathan, Dean Planning and Development, Shastra Deemed University. I request you to felicitate the gathering with your knowledge of wisdom.
A very good afternoon to all of you present here. Now, it's been a very joyous and momentous occasion. As Dr. Bhaskar said in his welcome address, 25 years is not just a number. Right? So, a lot of challenges which have been converted to opportunities. So, lot of aspirations, most of which we have been able to convert for both, faculty, for the students who've joined the programs of the School of Management over the last 25 years. Also, Dr. Bhaskar made a mention that I was part of the inaugural of the Silver Jubilee, and today also the valedictory, I'm part of their valedictory function. And this was not by design. Dr. Badri would remember last year's graduation day when Dr. Sitaraman, the former chairman of Doha Bank, was giving the graduation day address. He was the chief guest for graduation. Coming from a financial background, we requested him during lunch whether he would be willing to inaugurate the Silver Jubilee function on that day. It so happened I shared the stage along with Dr. Sitaraman, and I was part of the inaugural function that day. And today also it was not by any design. And Dr. Badri mentioned to me last week that to be here for the valedictory function, I was in Jaipur yesterday, last evening. So I told him it's going to be a little challenging to be, last evening in Jaipur and next day morning to be at Thirumalai Samudram, right? So it's not, though, our connectivity has improved, but still, it's a lot of challenge to be there. And of course, it just happened, and it's not part of any design. It just, you have to bear with me for both the inauguration as well as the valediction, right? So being part of, this such a momentous occasion where Dr. Badri has read out all your achievements for 25 years. And, the speaker of the day has given you 3 very, very important points to take home. It is always very difficult to, continue or to give you anything that is new. So I'm just picking up what Dr. Badri said when he mentioned, Professor Subbu's visit in the last 10 years, and the speaker himself said he visited here in 1995, right? That's like 28 years before as a student. And today, based on his hard work, his career progression, he is sitting here as a chief guest. So the message that I take from this is one of you could be here as a chief guest sitting for the Golden Jubilee celebration as well. So always keep your aspirations high and ensure that just keeping your aspiration high is not the only important thing, but also you should have to strategize to reach to those aspirations. You should work hard. You should be willing to sacrifice things that are going to help you for your professional growth, help your family, and help the society at large. Okay. And Professor Badri also mentioned, the chief guest coming from UPS. I would just, rephrase UPS and say, considering his support he has given us from IBM, that Shastra, in his present position, Dr. Subbu would consider Shastra as an unlimited personal supply for all the requirements of UPS, for all the new, strategies and new opportunities that's going to be available at the company. So 25 years is again a remarkable achievement. And of course, it's also my duty to thank all the former heads of the Department of Management Studies, as it was started in 1998. And then as soon as we formed the schools, the various deans and various leadership positions, the faculty members, students who have contributed to the growth of this department, and which has also been part of, the growth of the Shastra University as well. Of course, not needless to mention all the parents who have placed their faith in getting the students admitted into these degree programs of Shastra, especially in the management programs and the commerce programs, because during admissions time, it's a lot of phone calls that we get from a lot of people trying to, push their candidate into the admission list to get them admitted into the program. And I think it's just our own resolve to stand up to those pressures and use merit and your own, your own achievements as a tool to get you admitted into the various degree programs, not only in the School of Management, across all the degree programs has in fact, paid us very, very high dividends in terms of the respect that we get as an institution throughout the country and globally, and also the way that, industry, people from industry embrace our, the students who graduate out of portals of Shastra. So these two are in fact, though it's been, time tested and it's been a slow process, we are able to now reap the benefits of such high values that have been set in the system that has helped us graduate students with not only with the the technical, the knowledge, but also what, the chief guest mentioned, the values that's been ingrained along with the modern pedagogy that has been taught. So I wish to congratulate all the stakeholders who have contributed to the success of the School of Management. Now, from the current position that I hold as Dean of Planning and Development, my obvious next question is what next? Right? So you've had 25 years of, your existence. So what is that you want to do next? What is your plan for the next 5 years? What is that? Where do you see your School of Management, 10 years from now? How do you position your graduates 15 years from now, right? So these are things that we will have to strategize. No, not that, as soon as we celebrate, I'm not trying to reduce the thing for the today's function, but of course we will have to keep in mind what is that we have to do in future to because our goalposts are continuously changing. 5 years ago, we had different set of aspirations, different sets of goals. And once we achieve them, we cannot say we have achieved, so we can start to rest, right? We will have to look and see what's the next goalpost is. What are our other higher aspirations? Where do we want to go from here? And that keeps on continuously changing. And only if that keeps on, only if that's progressive and that's continuously moving upward, you would see, a bigger Golden Jubilee celebrations, maybe at a bigger venue, inviting all the alumni of the School of Management to be part of that function. So lastly, before I conclude, connected to what I said earlier, I was just reminded today morning when Professor Badri and Dr. Subbu's talked about the value system, the achievements that we have made. Very small story that I read in Reader's Digest. I don't know whether that's coming right now. While I was a school kid, we used to read this Reader's Digest in the school library period. School, you were supposed to read that. There are a couple of things that we read at those times that, that had stayed in our mind for a very, very long time. And one such story I would just like to share with you, it was about a very, very, conversation, right? An imaginary conversation between, 3 types of stones, right? That within a temple, right? How many of you visited big temples like, the Madurai Meenakshi, or if you go to the big temple and things like that, right? Especially, the temples in the south have a lot of carving, right? So there was an interesting discussion that happened between the stones that were placed in the floor, the pillars that that was in the temple, and of course the main deity that was sitting inside. So the stone on the floor complained that first started the conversation and said, all 3 of us are made of the same block. We came out of the same block. But look at my fate. I am at the floor. People are just trampling me. Look at the amount of people who are stepping on me, walking on me, kind of load that I have, I have to endure every day. On top of it, they say they're cleaning me. They put all sorts of acid solutions, try to clean me also at the end of the day. And it's very painful for me to be here. How is that coming from the same block? I have to undergo all these things. Then the pillar said, yours is at least okay. Only people use your feet, right? For me, if something is stuck on their leg, they rub something, you get the prasada. After that, they put it on me, put oil on me, and then at least you get cleaned at the end of the day, but there is no way people are cleaning me. I'm just, my color is fading out and the entire carving is also going. And I also have the same complaint coming out of the same block. How is that I have to endure this? Whereas the person sitting inside, everybody is worshipping him, right? The priest comes with all religious fanfare. does all the, puja to the deity. Everybody comes inside, walking on the floor, looking at the deity, putting the prasada on the pillar. And then they say, both of us are suffering and he is sitting inside, enjoying everything. Then it was the turn of the deity to talk. So the deity said, the first, when the sculptor wanted to make the stone, he selected the floor. How many of you seen people doing the sculpturing work? If you go to Mahabalipuram or to this region, you would see a lot of people, they have the small nail kind of a thing. They keep on hitting it to get it to that shape, right? So the deity said, when he started making it, so the first couple of hits, you were silent. Then you started screaming. So he could not concentrate on yours based on the sound that you were giving. So he said, let this go for the floor. Okay. Then he told the pillar, you were little better than the floor. You took about 20-30 beatings and then you also started screaming. So he said, let me use the stone for the pillar where we can do, minimal decorations and leave it. While I was there patiently taking all the hits to make it into the final shape. So people have put me inside. So the moral of the story that leaders said was, only people who have the endurance, right? Be it the challenges that you face in your personal life, in your professional life, in your career, whatever be, it's the endurance that you have, the hard work that you put in will rightly take you to the right destination. So this was the moral of the story. So the reason why it struck me was because this story was apt for all of us today sitting inside, especially for students who would graduate, move ahead with your career. To my faculty colleagues, so we'll have to start enduring more pain to get into greater heights. And with this, thank you very much and wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspirational thoughts for action. And we really enjoyed the story, and definitely we'll be looking on to the enduring path. I now invite Dr. R. Chandramouli, Registrar, an able administrator, silent yet diligent, to felicitate the gathering.
I don't know, whatever has to be spoken has been spoken already by illustrious people. First of all, let me congratulate all the men and women of School of Management of Shastra for having come this far, for having made this progress, which is quite cherishable. I salute the great professors, the teachers who have made it possible and who have been behind such achievement and who have been the inspirational leaders and who have set themselves as example to the students so that students will emulate them and then become good citizens of the world. I have only one thing in my mind which I want to express. Our Dean Professor Swaminathan has already said that we should have a goal for future. From now, say 10 years or 15 years, what we should become. My wish is, and I also pray God that my wish and my strong wish is that the School of Management of Shastra should become one of the best schools in the world. If not equal to, at least we should aim to be one of the comparable schools of management, comparable with the great schools like Harvard Business School, Sloan School of Management, or Kellogg School, or whatever is the best in the world. Our school also should be one among the best. That's my wish, and I pray God that that wish comes true sooner or later. And I thank all of you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your esteemed thoughts. Now I invite Dr. R. Ranganathan, Professor, School of Management, to come forward and propose the vote of thanks for this valedictory session of the Silver Jubilee celebration.
A learned man is honored by the people. A learned man commands respect everywhere for his learning. Indeed, learning is honored everywhere. You know that the fragrance of flowers spreads only in the direction of the wind, but the goodness of a person spreads in all directions. With these words of Chanakya, I feel that our block, that is, this block is rightly named after Chanakya, as the goodness of our management spreads in all directions. Good afternoon to one and all gathered here. Respected dignitaries on the dais, respected chief guest, registrar, dean planning and development, dean school of management, professors, ex-colleagues of ex-professors of school of management, my dear students, a very good afternoon. I'm delighted to propose the vote of thanks in this August gathering for the valedictory function of Silver Jubilee celebrations of School of Management, Sastra. At the outset, I would like to thank our chief guest, Dr. Subramani Ramakrishnan, Vice President, UPS, India Technology Center, Chennai, for his presence amidst his busy schedule and his thought-provoking, especially down-to-earth speech, especially touched upon the importance of management education and then value system and the sense of gratitude. Thank you very much, sir. So on behalf of the School of Management, on my own behalf, I would like to convey my sincere thanks and gratitude to our Honorable Chancellor, Professor R. Sethuraman, for his continued guidance and support extended to our School of Management. Thank you, sir. So I would also wish to convey our heartfelt thanks to our Vice Chancellor, Dr. S. Vaidya Subramaniam, for his support and constant motivation in all our academic and research endeavors. He is the sole power behind the successful conduct of the Silver Jubilee celebration of School of Management. We, the Faculty of Management, sincerely thank him for his kind gesture. Our sincere thanks are due to Dean Planning and Development, Dr. S. Swaminathan, for his valuable presence amidst his busy schedule, and also for his wonderful speech, especially Reader Digest. I also used to study in those days. A small story which is really helpful for our students, especially in the contemporary environments. For his continuous encouragement in every step of our endeavors. Thank you, sir. Our warmest thanks to our Registrar R. Chandramouli for his valuable presence and his short speech and sweet speech, and also for his continued support extended to us. Thank you, sir. I profoundly thank our leader, my guru, Dr. V. Badrinath, Dean, School of Management and Corporate Relations, for his untiring efforts and encouragement extended by him in the conduct of these kind of events. Without him, this kind of Silver Jubilee celebrations, we cannot even imagine. I would like to place on record the way in which how he conducted his things, these events, really marvelous. Nobody in our department can even imagine. Thank you very much, sir. It is needless to say, without his efforts, the dream of success has not become true and realistic. So we profusely thank you, sir. I thank all our proud sponsors, our recruiters, especially sponsor for their contribution to our souvenir on the occasion of the Silver Jubilee celebration of School of Management, Sastra. I would like to convey our special thanks to the faculty colleagues, my own brothers and sisters, for their cooperative understanding and timely efforts for the successful conduct of this valedictory function of the Silver Jubilee celebration of School of Management. I thank all the deans, actually dean from student ever at Camoria, then faculty members, my former faculty colleagues, research scholars, students of School of Management for their valuable presence. I thank Sri Amrita Velan, Sri Mohan Raj and Sri Mohan Ram for their consistent and endless support. I thank the student volunteers, facility manager, the members of the electric and electronic civil maintenance for the support. Last but not least, I thank the Almighty whose blessings are showered on us for the grand success. Once again, thank you one and all. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir. Let us conclude the function with the national anthem.
जनगण मन नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तव जय गाता जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे